Alright, welcome back to the Professional Guide to Grounded. This is going to be the second to last episode. Today we are going to get the Black Ox Crossbow. We're going to go to the Termite Mound, and then we're going to do the shed. So for the crossbow, you will need some rust, and you can get that. A lot of that you can get at the that wooden plank down by the wooden plank over here. There's tons of rusty nails there, and pine cone. So we're going to go do that. Now, pine cone isn't a big hassle to try to get. One pine cone can usually give you, I think, about 6 to 8 pine cone pieces. They are kind of up on this right side of the yard a bit, kind of in back against the wall. Most of them are around the stump, which is kind of an annoying place to be because it's crowded with tons of different kinds of bugs that are all going to try to kill you. So I try to avoid going to the stump whenever possible. We will inevitably have to go there. I am trying to put that off for now. Luckily, there is a pine cone right about here among these trash bags, so we're going to head over there. I suppose since we're ending up here, you'll probably pass this way too. There's a milk mower right here on the edge of this tire. Besides, it'll make a little less for us to do in the last video, because we already got a ton of stuff to do. Ton of endgame stuff to do. There's a mixer defense for the story. Then we're doing all the other mixers as well. We're also going to be exploring more of this right area of the yard, the upper yard. And then we got to do all of the bosses. Alright, I would go around this way because under this little canyon here there is a Black Widow den. And then up there is a wasp nest. So I would go around back this way. The toolbox is not a great place to be. You can hear the Black Widow down there. So now this is where you're going to get the sour candies. When you come to the upper yard, you'll find them in these, the wormholes rocket.
New one for the bestiary.
There we go, here's a pine cone. That's it. I got 5 pieces, that'll be fine. Yeah, we'll deal with the wasps when we get to it. That'll be the next video. We can go one more video without having to worry about them. Okay. Now this crossbow already does a whole lot of damage. We're gonna make it do more, because why not? Okay. Let's see what that does. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're set. So now, we are going to go to the Termite Mound. There is a auxiliary, another... Oh my gosh, I didn't really realize how much stuff we've unlocked. There is another auxiliary chip up here. I believe there's only 3 more out of the 7. Right. Yeah. So there's one up here. We're gonna go and get, and there's a couple milk molars. There's a field station up there. There's some stuff to get there as well. So you're gonna find the field station. Okay. Go away. You can find the field station on this piece of wood here with the axe in it. No, no. Yeah, you can't follow me up here. You're gonna find it up here. I believe there is. Yes, there is.
The eyes. They are always watching. The backyard is watching. Strange noises, stranger occurrences, coincidences. Oh, I think not. Or is it my mind playing tricks on me? I feel the senility of the edges of my thoughts. I have grown so old. Just the other day, I found my tape recorder laying out that I knew I had put away. I would not have been so careless, and yet there it was. Could it have been BURG.L? No. No. Such a conspiracy would be beyond his capabilities. Something darker is afoot. Ominent, perhaps. I knew it might be too great a risk to liberate that equipment from them. Whatever it is always watching. Ominent, surely. But how could they know? I took such precautions, and yet... BURG.L, execute end-of-day procedures. Wait. Ignore that. I will see to it myself. It may be time for me to find a new venue for my research, away from all these eyes.
Let there be light!
So now, right here, it's going to be your way up into the woodpile. Maybe I should have brought the pinch whacker, just for all the hordes that are going to swarm me in here.
I got the science.
There's going to be mosquitoes up here. They're weak to fresh. I mean, the mint mace is strong enough anyway. Okay. Ah! Alright. Fine, I'll deal with you two. Get over here. Yeah, come on. Now, I can never remember if there's actually a spider under here or not. No, there's not. Alright. Just a bunch of webs and egg sacs. There is one above the tarp. Alright. Right there. He died peacefully. He never knew what hit him. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, I'll fix that. Are you stuck? I heard you. Whoa! I just took a complete guess. I mainly got that just from knowing how long it takes them to reach you after hearing him start his attack. He went to the back rooms. Alright. I don't know why the baseball over here is glowing, but it is. Did he come out of the back rooms or no? Oh, come on. Alright. Here we go. Oh! There you are. Alright. Let's see how this goes.
Termite bug at mandibles. Prepare for battle.
The good news is you pretty much deal with all the termites in here at once, because they all come here.
A scientific breakthrough.
Now, which way to go first? Let's go this way. Okay, this is like a way, another way out or something. Alright, so if we come down here. Nice. Scabby? No Scabby. Okay. Get out of my life. Oh, there's a skip. And an acorn top, okay. Alright. Now we go face the Termite King.
Honey, I think we've got termites. Taking a got one.
The minions first. Unless he just comes here anyway.
Oh, hail the Termite King!
Yep, he's just gonna come. Alright. He's kinda got the same attacks.
Good and fun.
Except they're a lot stronger. Usually, it might knock you down too. Like, he hits hard when he hits. Ah. Okay. He's not too bad. He doesn't have a whole lot of health. You get 12 tough gunk from the Termite King, alright. Hey, you didn't come to defend your king, you just waited till he was dead. You deserve to die. You're a terrible... You... Okay, fine, you weren't a soldier, but still. Sorry, now we can get to the Supreme Stones. And again, that basically gets you upgrades up to max upgrade, level 8 and 9. I believe you use those to cook the jewels in the same way that you use the sturdy stones to cook the globs. That was Termite Mound. There's something pretty special in the BURG.L chip, if I can remember how to get out of this area. I might make one of the weapons that you get from that BURG.L chip just to show it off. You don't necessarily need it. Oh, isn't that convenient? I don't think I could have timed it better than that. Wow. But yeah, the weapon, we don't need it. I really don't use it that much, but they are still good weapons.
It is nice to see you. How can I help you? We'll hand it over and there they were.
So this one can get candy staves and a wizard hat. What do we do with this? I'd save for more health. So, staffs. Mint, spicy, and sour. The sour is the one that I mentioned. That wasn't very good because it just shoots a slow-moving ball of sour damage that just makes it hard to aim. Plus, you have to get pond moss for it, and for pond moss, you need the Black Widow dagger. And of course, to get the Black Widow dagger, you need to kill a Black Widow. This used to be a manageable thing to get, now it is almost impossible. The Mint Staff, I don't think is very good, because it's a very close ranged weapon. It basically gives the same area of effect that the Finale Aftershock on the Mint Mace does. It's like the same size as that almost. It's very close range. But the Spicy Staff is really, really good because it is incredibly long range. And it does explosive spicy damage. So that's probably the best one to get. I'm not going to make it because I don't use it, really.
I'll need to process that.
I planned on getting it, but I realized that I don't really use it because we already have a spicy weapon. And then the wizard hat, I believe, just it makes the using the staffs more effective. Alright, we are now going to prepare for the shed. There are two things we need to do. First and foremost, not this. We need to make smoothies. I'm actually going to empty my inventory before I do that. Alright, now what do we need to do these? How many can we make? We need a lot of clay and a lot of pebblets. Alright, we should have enough now. And I'll make 5 just to get rid of the quest. There we go. So now, we take these 8. We have 77. That should be enough for a while, and of course, just keep your garden going up on the 3rd floor, and you can make more. Now the time has come at last to put the pollen to use. It should be in this one. The Shinobi Sneeze. So we need grub hide. I would probably make at least 5 because invisibility. There's basically, it says right here, it hides you from enemy sight for a short duration. So what it does when you use it is you use it when an enemy is aggro on you with the red eyes and it's gonna attack you. You throw it down and it will de-aggro, and it will basically act like you're not there, and you'll have time to get away. We will need this because there is a Black Widow that you have to go through underneath the shed. There is another way, but it requires a bit of parkour. It's kind of difficult, so this is my easiest way, is to just use the Shinobis. So I'll go get the grub hide we need for one more. Okay, so now we have 5 Shinobis. I'm going to make it daytime, and then we will leave. Right, here we are. Great place to get mushrooms too, if you need mushrooms and some clay. But mostly mushrooms. If you're building a mushroom structure, this is the place to get them. I need a torch. I'll be one moment. Alright. I'm back. Let's do this.
Power of Helion, champion of the sun.
We won't need the heal bosses. We don't need the salt. Duh, for a fridge. Yeah, so to keep food from spoiling. Lint. Alright, thanks, I guess. I noticed this other stuff here. Wow.
For sniffing.
Oh, salt arrow. Berry leather. Yes, here we go.
Working in the dark is playing tricks on my mind. I fear every shadow, hear whispers in the silence. But most of all, I miss my family. Trudy and her crooked grin, the way she rolled her eyes at my dumb jokes.
Oh. Did I cut it off?
Working in the dark is playing tricks on my mind. I fear every shadow, hear whispers in the silence. But most of all,
The music is really creepy
I
and
miss
it's
my
really
family.
effective.
Trudy and her crooked grin,
Yeah, there's a
the way she
milk
rolled her
mower in
eyes
here.
at my dumb jokes. Sarah, my little angel, how she would jump into my arms every time I walked through the door after work. And Thor and his obsession of the month. What was the last one? Castle Moldork? No. It was Mance. Dad, what do you mean I don't need Mant minis? Have you seen them? Do you even know what a Mant is? It's so rad, Dad. A barbarian, an insectoid warrior with the mind of a human. Wait a minute. An insect with a human mind. I wonder if... No, stop it, Wendell. The darkness is giving you strange notions again. You need to focus on the task at hand. Reasoning. Raw science. The key is here. It must be.
There it is. This is just blocked up, yeah. So we're going to backtrack a little bit, because I am now going to show you where to get, there's tons, holy crap, there's tons of spiders in that canyon. I'm going to show you where, an easy place to get the, scarabs. We gotta go back to the beginning, back to the entrance. They do a good job of making this a really spooky place. Gosh, I still have no idea how to get up there. Is it maybe to just jump and glide? It seems like we're too level with it though. I could try. Oh, never mind. Wow. Alright. So we're gonna discreetly come over this way. Let's not make the roly-poly mad.
Yeah, roly-poly rolling in.
Because sometimes, for some reason, they can get mad even when you don't hit them. Not sure why, but they do. So you're gonna come up here. Oh, hello.
Raw science storage of this magnitude is tricky. It's imperative to keep it cool and out of the sun. Luckily, this crawl space is the perfect environment for both. Once the lab is complete, I can begin my trials of direct raw science infusion. I must know whether this byproduct particle originates from the subject or the process, as I originally assumed. The only way to know for sure is to infuse myself with, variable doses. Dangerous? Quite. But it must be done, or I am doomed. If I can replenish these rogue particles in my body, perhaps I can finally reverse this raisinification.
Alright, let's try this again. If I just do this, sacrifice. I don't want to sacrifice a dandelion, but I guess I had to. Now there's a coin here that you can land on to get inside. And here are a bunch of scarabs that can't burrow. So, if you're a good shot, it's kind of hard to see. Well, that's a dust mite. Either that, or you can use the the spicy staff and shoot down the tunnel at them. That might be better than trying to, because they'll still run away. Yeah, they will. I was gonna say they'll still run away. Or you could corner them at the edge here. But that is your best way to get scarabs here. Now, don't come too far, because this is going to drop you out over a bad place.
One long schnoz.
There's a better way to get around this, and also there's one other thing that we need to touch on first. Drop down, I'll be fine here. Now, here, come down here. There should be milk molar here. I believe it's just over that way, it's just all the spiders. I don't think there's really anything else that way. Over here is another way into that sinkhole. Can't remember if there's anything in the tunnel though. Except ant eggs for whatever reason. Yeah, so I'll just put you can see the Black Widow den over there. So yeah, that just puts you out on like a wall in the that sinkhole. But now we're gonna go on and do the actual lab. I haven't honestly explored much on this side of the chasm, so maybe I will actually. as long as this is the walkthrough of exploring stuff. Maybe we'll find some more stuff that I never saw
I'm not sure
before.
if holding my hands to my
What is
face
that?
makes me see any better than with my glasses.
Wolf spider. Okay, I knew he was here. Alright. Moving on. Tons of mushrooms around here. Right, well, we know how to get up here then. Oh, great. Well, I'm not gonna try that. I don't have that many dandelions left, and I don't want to waste them, because I will need them. Oh well. So is that all that this area over here is? Just a bunch of mushrooms and a wolf spider? Alright. So we're going to come around here. There is going to be a black ox beetle somewhere around here. There he is. Well, maybe that wasn't the best idea now that I got a termite on me. Alright. Nice and easy. Come up over on this side. Here, yeah. Oh, he is chasing me. Okay. Yeah, so this pipe is the parkour that I was talking about. If you can, like, I think if you get up on here, you can dandelion onto the pipe and then dandelion over onto that cliff up there. Except it's kind of deceptive because you'll get down to the pipe and it'll look like you're not going to make it, like you're going to land and slide off. But there's a spot where you will stick. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I prefer to use the Shinobis and just barrel through the Black Widow area. Come on. So, there's also mosquitoes down there. In the water are spiny water fleas. The water is annoying to get out of anyway. But I'm just gonna go for it. Hey!
Stuck in a web!
Stop it. Yeah, look at this stuff now. Okay.
The power of helium.
Get your Shinobis. I believe you just have to select it in your hotbar to use it. I'll put these here just in case. Okay.
Taking a look. Mark that one off the list.
Okay.
Where there's spiderling,
Alright, go for it.
Spiderlings.
And you're going to want to use this to get the spiderlings off your back. Excuse me? What did I take damage from? What is that effect? I didn't take damage from that. Just reduces the amount of damage dealt. These are just like normal spiderlings. Hey! Oh. But of course they give you venom instead of poison. Web fiber. Ooh! Black Widow Fang. You can... Okay. I didn't know that. You can get Black Widow Fangs from them. Whoa! Hey! Well, that's good to know. It's a bit easier to get some Black Widow parts. You get lots of web fiber too for your trouble. Yeah, and as you can see, the venom effect lasts quite a long time. Okay. Now I've never also.
I don't think I can make a big enough tent to kill one of those.
I've also never explored around this area here. Once you actually get past the Black Widow, because I was just always focused on getting away from it. Okay, that's Spider Den again. Nope, more. Ooh. Hey, cool. Where we at now? 5. Nice. See, okay, so that's... I didn't realize this hole was kind of in a corner.
That roly-poly's a lonely rolling bug.
Another one. How was it the one that we had before? This isn't doing anything. Oh, is it down here? Oh, it is! I'm just finding all sorts of stuff. Now that I'm actually trying to. Another one? Alright. I'm down. Here. Ah! I was too afraid of this place to really explore.
nice and clean.
Off of the pipe, I suppose.
Aw, poor guy's got allergies.
Oh, there's another one.
I spy.
Ah, waggy spicy candy. Is there anything up here? Black widow leg. You're easy to deal with.
A scientific
Ah,
breakthrough.
hello. Alright. Definitely worth actually walking around after you get past the Black Widow. Alright, now let's go to the lab. Also, I've also never actually come around here and looked at this thing. Of course there's something here.
Wow, that is a lot of raw science.
Defeat. Failure. Countless infusions. Countless migraines. I'm so shriveled now, I can barely walk. And the true origin of raw science? Oh, an enigma. A mystery box with no lid. I don't think I have much longer. It's hard to think straight. I am so tired. I have only one option that remains. One last toss of the proverbial dice. Commence Project Mant.
Sit and listen to the eerie, monstrous sounds.
I spy.
What are you doing here? Never been here before. I didn't get anything from you. Let's, I don't think I reset my spawn point at the house from when we did the Black Ant Lab. I'm lucky I haven't died at all. something to eat. I don't need this anymore.
Not bad. Seven years experience playing Minotaurs and Myrmidons leads me to believe that is a good sound. Infected larva spotted!
There's two of them. You're stuck. So now we see the culmination of all the other labs. He's combined the work. He's combined the work. I think I mentioned this in the first episode. Is that it'll all come together. All the different labs all have different, projects and stuff going on, and he eventually combines them all. We've got the webbing from the hedge. We've got the mussel sprouts from the pond. We've got the fungus from the haze, and we've got the raw science from the black ant lab. Oh, I didn't realize there's 4 groups of notes for the 4 things. This one was talking about the haze, or from the fungus. This was talking about the webs. This is going to talk about the mussel sprouts. I didn't catch that. And this one's going to talk about the raw science.
My mom always says I light up a room.
Project Mant is nearing completion. The first good news in as long as I can remember. Perhaps my previous failures have all led to this point. Wendepunkt, my defining moment. This new body will allow me to continue my research. I've created a super scientist. My checklist is complete. Consciousness transfer procedures will now begin. What's this? Brainwave functions are spiking. Impossible! Blasted hominin tech! Turn it off! Turn it off! Note to self. Check soldering on the relay diodes of the neural displacer. Again. Yes, again.
Alright.
It's a real-life
There's the
Mant,
result.
just like the one in the Minotaurs and Myrmidons player book.
Anything else before we go? Now, this is probably the funniest thing about, I suppose, my development in playing this game. The first time I did this fight with my sister and brother-in-law, we all struggled a lot. We barely won by the skin of our teeth. We fought this with the antlion armor. I figured the roly-poly armor would have been too hard to get, because from the way he when my brother-in-law hyped up the difficulty of the roly-polies, I was like, oh, we're not getting that set. You know, the antline is good enough. That's a tier 3 set. We can just upgrade it now and, you know, use our weapons, our Black Ant Sword and the Pinch Whacker and the Antlion Greatsword. You know, that should be good enough. No, gosh. What we ended up doing is, you know, the way that this fight works is you drop in through that hole in the ceiling, and when you're doing multiplayer, when everyone dies, the fight will restart. He will get his health back. So our desperate strategy was, when there was one person left in the arena, their job was just to survive until the other two got back from the beds over there, so that the fight wouldn't restart. And somehow we did it. Now this fight, right now, is going to be the exact opposite of what that was like. What are you? Fresh. So he's got these hits. I think he'll do that twice for now. I don't know exactly when his phases start. All the bosses have multiple phases, but he will really just do that for now. Or a big one. And that. Now look at this. Look how much damage we're doing. This is the complete opposite of what fighting was like the first time. Now he will throw bombs at you. And he will spawn fire ants. And that was also another annoying thing. He'll shoot webbing at you as well. He'll do the Spider-Man thing with his hand. Okay, so now he'll do like a 3 and a 4 hit attack. The other annoying thing with this was the fire ants. These fire ants were hard to kill for us too, back when we were not inexperienced. Oh, I need to pay more attention to this. The music is awesome though. He also doesn't hit as hard as he used to, because I have more armor. And now, that is another endgame mutation, as I'm calling them. So now I would say take off the Parrymaster and leave this one. So when you get into fights, you now have the chance to spawn the Mant in to help you. Yeah, and it completely broke our antlion armor too, by the time we finally finished with that fight.
You may have defeated my man.
Little Wizard of Oz here.
You and your prominent paymasters will never get their hands on the embiggening cocktail. I'll take that secret to my grave. To my grave!
One thing I think I just realized is that
The watched becomes the watcher.
Exactly. Well, yeah. He might have been watching us this whole time.
How does it feel?
And this whole time, he thought we might have been spies from Omnin. I never caught that.
Followed my path
I never let this go so far.
right where I want you.
How long is he gonna do this for?
Though you are a bit small for an agent of Omnant.
I just wanna let this go. See what he does.
But who knows what lengths Director Schmechter would take to get to me? You cannot escape! Stand there quaking and prepare for your end!
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
You cannot escape! Stand there quaking and prepare for your end!
See, I know he does a thing with this. Or maybe once it,
You cannot escape!
Alright.
Stand there quaking and prepare for your end!
No! How can this... Where is the override? Sure. Not who I expected. My apologies for all of that. I thought you were agents of Omnant. Come for me at last. How should I know what guise Schmechter's agents would come shrouded in? The subterfuges of your ilk know no limits. Still, you do seem a bit young to be in the employ of Omnant. Oh, what have I done?
I love this song.
It may have been Schmechter and his corporate goons that pulled the switch, but it is still my invention and my responsibility. To think that you have been caught up in all of this. Your children, not much older than my Sarah or Thor. Oh, what has become of me? Threatening death to children. But also, what are you doing here?
It's my rock story.
Well, that's fair. I have no doubt terrible things have brought you here. Terrible things that are undoubtedly my fault. I never meant to hurt anyone. I don't deserve it, but I hope one day you can forgive me. Speaking of forgiveness, please excuse my shriveled appearance. This blasted raising has taken its toll on my body. My support pod is the only thing keeping me from drying out completely. As you can see, my body has withered away. I created the Mant to be used as a temporary body so that I could continue my work. But I never imagined the insect's instincts would remain, let alone gain sentience. I lost control almost immediately. As always, my greatest successes are followed by the greatest failures. Wendell Tully, husband, father, scientist. He succeeded only in the end. When the reasoning became too much, I realized I had to find a cure before it was too late. I hid here, away from the eyes. So many prying eyes. Omnant has always wanted to steal my work. They would never admit its worth and greatness, and yet they would always take it. Especially Schmechter. I have made many mistakes in my life. Countless, really. But one that I will never make again is to allow my discoveries to fall into the hands of that corporation. If I must die for it, so be it. My greatest regret. If only there was something I could do to reverse time. Some sort of time machine. The science seems quite clear it would be impossible. And yet I never thought that covalent spacing reduction could be a reality either. If the raw science could be applied, the time structure, the time-space continuum, if one found... But I digress. You see, even if I went home now, my family wouldn't recognize me. Trudy would not see the man she buried. My children would be repulsed by the bag of skin that speaks with the voice of their father. Like the grape set out in the sun, the body shrivels, withers, desiccates, becoming a husk of what was once a living being. In essence, what you see here before you, in all its unholy glory, the withered man. Well, if you will allow me to check your scabby. You've been in the yard for over a month. I'm sure the signs of raisoning would be apparent by now. Nothing in my research has shown that there is any immunity to it, and yet here you are. Perhaps it is that your youthful bodies are more resistant than others. Likely, this is why Armament was experimenting on children to begin with, which means, did Schmechter find a cure? Damn! As much as I loathe the man, I must admit that Schmechter is brilliant in his own way, though his methods can be quite distasteful. We cannot rule out the possibility that he has done it. Could that mean there is hope for me? Home. Oh, yes, of course. Home. Your parents must be worried. So very worried. The process is not difficult. You will simply need to brew an embiggening cocktail at the Java-matic machine. Ah, you are wise. You are wise. Wise beyond your years. Yes, indeed. There is a secret ingredient. The embiggening process is extremely taxing on living subjects. You'll need enough nutrients and proteins to survive the expansion to your original size. We use the embiggening cell to regulate this expansion by way of the secret cocktail. The ingredients in the cocktail, like the keratin in toenails, fortify the skeletal structure as it grows. Unfortunately, there is this small issue of overexpansion. If the subject grows too quickly, they are prone to overexpansion, or in layman's terms, they explode. To counter this, sustained infusions of carbon dioxide gas must be added to the mixture. Fortunately, I found a secret ingredient that works perfectly in this regard. Grilled science.
There's the door open back there.
Grilled science! Raw science represents the essence of ingenuity, but thrown over the coals of fire, it is tempered by flame, tamed by BURG.L spatula, and emerges as something greater. Plump and juicy. Grilled science. It reminds me of the barbecues we once had in our backyard. Oh, Trudy, Sarah, Thor. The last of the grilled science is in the refrigerated storage room over there.
When's my turn to talk?
Are you ready to go? We'll need some grilled...
Is there anything... I don't suppose there'd be any more, tapes in here. But I know there's tons of food here.
Aw, he's got allergies.
Are you ready to go? Good. Good. Then we have everything we need to proceed. I promise I will get you home. I may have failed my own children, but I will not fail you. Oh, from the mouths of babes. Yes, you may be right. It might not be too late for me. But what is most important is getting you home. We need to head to the Java-matic machine in the upper yard. There we can blend the embiggening cocktail needed to run the spacer safely. I'm opening the back door for you. I will follow close.
Window
Taking a
figurine.
look.
I think now we can, yeah. Now we can make one. Like a bust of shriveled, raisinified Wendell. Somehow we made it all the way through. So, that is going to be the end. So next time is our final video, and it is going to be a lot.
Everything looks good from here.
So we need to go over to that Java-matic, and we need to get stuff set up to brew the embiggening cocktail, and that is the defense event, the mixer defense event for the story. We'll need to set up a lot of defenses around there, though. That's what we need the mushroom brick for. We are also going to get our last set of armor, which includes one piece of Black Widow armor because of an effect that it gives when you upgrade it. So we are going to kill a Black Widow, but we're going to do it the safe way. We're going to kind of cheat it a little bit. We are going to explore. We're going to go through and explore this part of the upper yard, mainly the fire ant hill and the area by the stump here. And then, of course, the area over here is where the final boss is, and we'll get to that at the end. We'll do the other mixer. We'll do all the mixers. And then we'll go through and do the bosses. Along the way, we'll get as many other milk molars as I remember. And then we'll be done. And I think what I'm going to do is that, because Schmechter and the final boss is over here, but it's not the hardest boss in the game. That's the infected broodmother over here. So what I think I'm going to do is, the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to do the broodmother here in the hedge, then we're going to do the praying mantis in the flower pot, the wasp queen in the toy chest, then we're going to do Schmechter, and then the last thing we're going to do in this walkthrough is the infected broodmother, just to end it out on a high note. Because if you do the infected broodmother and then Schmechter's kind of underwhelming, because he's pretty easy, all things considered. But we have a lot to do, a lot to close out with, and I'm really excited for it.